Good morning, friend. Today we discuss the angiography. Angiography. We studied earlier that coronary artery disease, also called as atherosclerosis, in which there is a deposition of fat, cholesterol, calcium, the fibrous tissue in the inner wall of artery. So, because of this deposition of fat, cholesterol, the lumen of artery become narrow. The blood flow through the artery is reduced. What we call it as the blockage. Blockage in the blood vessel. So reduce the blood supply. Reduce blood supply to the heart muscle, as the artery supplying to the heart is coronary artery. So reduce the blood supply to the heart muscle. So heart muscle become weakens. Muscle weak. The heart damage may occur. And it become dangerous, harmful. So to study the blockages in blood vessel, a diagnostic technique is done called angiography. Angio means blood vessel, graphy means to record. Blood vessels are record मिळवला जातो. Record of the blood vessel. It is a technique in which X-ray imaging of the coronary blood vessel. Coronary artery, coronary blood vessel X-ray imaging करने to study the blockages. Inside the blood vessel. So for this, the person is to be suggested that to take an angiogram. Here in the angiography, a cut is given in the radial or the femoral artery. The artery here in the wrist region, that is radial, and upper region of the thigh, that is pelvis, femoral. A cut is given. Through that cut, the dye, particularly the radioiodine containing, as this can be diagnosed by the X-ray. So dye is injected into the blood vessel. Also there is a insertion of catheter. A thin wire tube up to the heart, up to the coronary artery. म्हणजे इथून इंजेक्ट केला ते हळूहळू पास केल्या जाते कुठपर्यंत, हार्टच्या कोरोनरी आर्टरी पर्यंत. A catheter is placed up to the heart, and then with the help of computer, the X-ray photographs are taken. In computer, the blood flow also can be examined. ब्लड फ्लो सुद्धा एक्झामाइन केला जातो. कोणत्या ठिकाणी ब्लॉकेज आहे, किती प्रमाणात आहे, नंबर ऑफ ब्लॉकेज अँड दी टाइप्स, हाऊ मच ब्लॉकेज इज देअर, इट इज स्टडीड विथ द हेल्प ऑफ computer. Then after that, on the basis of degree of blockages, number of blockages, the patient is advised to perform angioplasty or bypass surgery. The remedial technique including either the person is suggested for angioplasty or the bypass surgery. In angioplasty, a stent is inserted at the side of blockage. जिथे ब्लॉकेज आहे त्या ब्लॉकेजच्या ठिकाणी इथे स्टेंट टाकले जाते. A stent is placed with the help of that thin wire tube. Thin wire tube च्या सहाय्याने ती स्टेंट प्लेस केली जाते. With the help of thin wire tube, a stent is placed at the side and it is then expanded. त्यानंतर त्या स्टेंटला एक्सपांड केला जाते so that the blood vessel increases in the size at the place. जेणेकरून तिथे ब्लड वेसलची थोडीशी साईज ल्युमेन वाढेल, स्टेंट एक्सपांड केला जाते and maintain the blood flow. जो रिड्यूस झाला होता तो फ्लो मेंटेन केला जाते by using stent. If the blockages are more or the hardened, हे एक्सपांड इथं होऊ शकले नाही. समजा ते जर तो जो डिपॉझिटेड झालेला फॅट कोलेस्ट्रॉल आहे ते जर हार्ड असेल थोडंसं, ती ही स्टेंट एक्सपांड होत नाही, मग अशा वेळेस बायपास सर्जरी सांगितली जाते. इन द बायपास सर्जरी, a surgical operation is done so if here the coronary blood vessel and the blockage found at the place, suppose two blockages are there or again one maybe, so in such cases the artery or vein from the other region, especially particularly from the arm, from the hand or from the leg, the artery is taken. That artery or vein is joined in such a way that the blockages are bypassed. The flow of blood can be maintained through this connection. जेणेकरून हे ब्लॉकेजेस जे आहे हे बायपास आहे. ओके, and the flow of blood can be maintained. So this one is a bypass surgery. Animation. Let us study the angiography and angioplasty.
Coronary angiography is a minimally invasive procedure that allows doctors to detect narrowed or blocked blood vessels in the heart. In a healthy person, the blood vessels allow smooth flow of blood to the heart muscles. In patients with coronary artery disease, the blood vessels supplying the heart are narrowed by fatty deposits. This results in reduced blood flow to the heart muscle, which can cause chest pain. If the blockage worsens, the blood flow to the heart may stop and the heart muscles could be damaged. This is known as a heart attack. During the procedure, you may be slightly sedated. The doctor will carry out the procedure either through your wrist or groin. The area is first cleaned and then a local anesthetic will be given to numb the area. A wire and a small soft plastic tube will then be inserted through a blood vessel towards the heart using X-ray guidance. After entering the blood vessels of the heart, dye will be injected into both coronary arteries. Moving images of the arteries would be taken using X-ray. Another tube may also be passed into the left heart to assess the heart function. If a blockage is identified, another procedure to unblock the vessel will be required. This is called angioplasty and is usually performed in the same setting. In angioplasty, a specially made balloon placed on a wire is passed into the narrowed or blocked coronary artery. The balloon is then inflated, enlarging the narrowed segment. In many cases, a metal mesh tube or scaffold called a stent is then placed at the site of the narrowing to keep the blood vessel open. Angioplasty and stenting improves blood flow in blocked coronary arteries and will help improve cardiac symptoms and quality of life. If you are having a heart attack, this procedure can save your life and reduce heart muscle damage. Angiography and angiography
taken to see if the arteries are blocked. Dye is injected through a tube and into the coronary arteries. Why do I need a coronary angiogram? A coronary angiogram is most commonly used to determine the presence and degree of blockage of the arteries that supply the heart. Blockages occur because cholesterol plaque builds up within the walls of the arteries. How do I prepare? You will have an ECG and blood tests done before your coronary angiogram. Talk to your cardiologist about medications and let them know about any allergies to X-ray dyes. What to expect during the procedure? A coronary angiogram is done in the hospital and will take 30 to 45 minutes. You will be awake during the procedure and be given medicine to help you relax. During the insertion of dye, your body might feel warm. If your arteries are clogged, your doctor might do a procedure called an angioplasty to open them. This involves inflating a balloon and implanting a small metal stent to keep the artery open. In this case, the procedure can be as long as 1 to 2 hours.
Discuss about the heart transplant. Heart transplant. In case of the person having severely damaged heart, as the number of blockages are more, so heart muscles do not get proper supply of the nutrient and oxygen. It results in reduced blood flow and damage of the heart muscle because of this severely having coronary artery disease. In such cases, the person get another heart from the donor. The donor person must be brain dead person, brain damaged or brain dead person, and or it may be the recently died person. From such, the heart is taken and transplanted into the recipient. Next part is silent heart attack. As the name indicates, silent. That means This type of heart failure or heart attack do not show the regular symptoms of heart attack, do not show the extreme symptoms of the heart attack, like shortness of breath, dizziness, sweating, chest pain, extreme chest pain, high chest pain. Such symptoms are not seen in this person. The symptoms appear in the person are the mild symptoms. The symptoms appears in the person are mild symptoms that are the regular discomfort feeling, and which is generally ignored, and it is ignored. Regular discomfort feeling, that is mild chest pain, fatigue, heaviness in the heart, heaviness in chest, due to reduced blood supply, and the person often confused about the discomfort feeling, and it is prone to the silent heart attack. It may cause damage or abnormality in the person. Now the next topic is electrocardiograph. Cardiogram, popularly called as ECG. It is a graphical record of electrical signal, noted of the electrical signal waves that are travel on the wall of heart while its contraction relaxation. We know the electrical impulse that are generated from SA node, sino-auricular node, conducted with the help of atrioventricular node, bundle of His, and the Purkinje fibers, on the wall of heart. These signal result in contraction and relaxation of the heart. These impulses responsible for contraction and relaxation of heart, systole and diastole of the heart, pumping action of the heart. So it can be recorded on paper, or on screen, printed on paper, or maybe observed on screen with the help of ECG machine. With the help of electrocardiogram or electrocardiogram. This electrocardiograph, the ECG machine, having several electrodes having several electrodes that are placed on different parts of body, of which the 2 electrodes are placed on limbs, forelimb and hind limb. इथे एक चिमटा लावला जाते, इथे एक चिमटा, त्याला इलेक्ट्रोड, त्याला वायर सप्लाय असतो. तसंच पायाच्या ठिकाणी अँकल रिजनला hind limb and forelimb. Before placing the electrode, a gel is placed. The gel is spread on the skin. That gel improves the transmission of electrical waves. Transmission, spreading of receiving the electrical impulse, the gel मदत करते त्यासाठी. So 2 electrodes are placed on the limb and 6 electrodes are placed on chest. On chest, along the side of heart. Along the side of heart. So here, one electrode here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, अशा या सिक्वेन्स मध्ये इलेक्ट्रोड अटॅच करतात. त्याला वायर कनेक्ट असते ECG मशीन सोबत. The 6 electrodes are placed. The machine is on and the print is obtained in the form of waves. It consists of 4 waves. Here the graph is plotted. The time duration, it is divided into 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 in such a manner. And the electrical potential +1, +2 million electron volt on the y-axis. So in the waves, the small upper elevation occur, the upward elevation, and then it runs downward, again upward longer, running downward, and then the small elevation over the baseline. ही जी बेसलाइन आहे, या बेसलाइनच्या वर या 3 वेव्ह 1, 2, 3, बेसलाइनच्या खाली 1, 2 अशा या वेव्हज मिळतात. These are named. This one P wave, the upward elevation, it indicates the atrial contraction, atrial depolarization, contraction of auricle, spreading of impulse from SA node to the wall of auricle, SA node to the wall of auricle, P wave. Then the small downward direction depletion and then large upward or again small downward depletion called S. So together this one is called QRS complex. QRS complex. A complex wave. It determines the ventricular depolarization, ventricular systole, ventricular depolarization ventricular systole. That is spreading of impulse from AV node, auriculoventricular node, to the bundle of His, to the Purkinje fibers on the wall of ventricle. Ventricular systole, ventricular contraction. Then the fourth wave is T wave. A small upward elevation. T wave indicate the ventricular repolarization. Ventricular repolarization. That is relaxation of ventricle. So in such a manner, the P, QRS and T wave are obtained. Ventricular repolarization. D and depolarization we know. The depolarization means जे रेस्टिंग स्टेजला आउटर पॉझिटिव्ह आणि इनर निगेटिव्ह चार्जेस होते ते आउटर निगेटिव्ह आणि इनर पॉझिटिव्ह होतात त्या कार्डियक मसलच्या प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेनवर. इट इज कॉल्ड डीपोलरायझेशन. परत ते चार्जेस आउटर पॉझिटिव्ह इनर निगेटिव्ह होतात. repolarization. So in the form of depolarization and depolarization, the impulse spread on the nerve, on the muscle, cardiac muscle especially. In this way, the graph is obtained and the physician examines this graph and gives diagnosis about the heart problem. Then here P wave, Q, R, S, T. So the physician observe the continuous graph of this, calculate the time interval between two R waves, RR interval, or may calculate between Q and T interval, Q and T interval, or if we see one ECG and second ECG, एक ECG इथे हा 0.8 सेकंदला कंप्लीट झाला. पुढचा ECG साठी किती टाइम ड्युरेशन लागून आलाय, PQ इंटरवल सुद्धा काउंट केला जातो. PQ इंटरवल and it is 0.16 सेकंद. तर हा सगळा अभ्यास करून फिजिशियन डायग्नोसिस करतो. So it is used to record the heart problem, to know aware about the heart disease, the importance benefits of this ECG. It helps to diagnose the abnormality in conducting pathway. Impulse कसे कंडक्ट होत आहे त्याचं रेकॉर्डिंग करणे. हार्टची एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ दी हार्ट चेंबर, डॅमेजेस टू द कार्डियक मसल्स, कार्डियक मसलला किती प्रमाणात डॅमेज झालेला आहे बिकॉज ऑफ द रिड्यूस्ड ब्लड सप्लाय, and the causes of chest pain. It can be diagnosed, and after that the physician is advised to perform the 2D echo, 2D sonography, heart sonography. त्याच्यानंतर अँजिओग्राफी ॲडवाइज करतात. अँजिओग्राफीमध्ये जे रेकॉर्ड मिळालं त्यानुसार मग अँजिओप्लास्टी किंवा बायपास सर्जरी. इन दिस वे द हार्ट प्रॉब्लेम कॅन बी डायग्नोज अँड ट्रीटेड.